Hello, and welcome to this video. My name is Felix from the YouTube channel felixba94, and in this video I would like to introduce you to the iPad Air case called London by KAVAJ. I hope you enjoy the video. The KAVAJ iPad Air case called London is available in two colors, black and cognac brown. Both models will be wrapped up very minimally in a simple black paper. After you are done unwrapping your case, you have to remove the foam insert to make room for the iPad Air. The actual insertion of the device itself is very easy. Just take out the leather flap on the left-hand side of the case, slide in the iPad carefully, and stick the flap back in underneath the tablet. You should make sure that both parts of the flap are put together properly. It is also important that you press the device into the case all the way, so the cover can in fact be closed properly. A beautiful feature in the case is that all ports, buttons, and switches are fully functional and operate properly. On the bottom of the case there are cutout spaces for the charging port and two speakers, the audio port, as well as for the two microphones. The lock switch as well as the camera are also fully accessible via cutaways. The volume control and the power button are covered for extra protection. However, they are still 100% fully functional. Their performance in no way suffers from being covered. Let's talk about the design. This is, in my opinion, the #1 highlight of the London case, and that is that it just looks incredibly classy. We have here, in basic principle, nothing special. An ordinary case with a flap cover to protect the display. But it is the little things that make the London iPad Air case from KAVAJ special, like the magnetic closing mechanism and support for Apple's Smart Wake feature. In other words, you close the case, it turns off, and you open the case, and it turns on. In addition, the inside of the cover flap has room for several credit cards, a driver's license, money, and things of this nature. Especially cool is the holder, also including a spot for the iPad Stylus. The case comes with this, but more on that later. It is especially nice that with all these extras, the KAVAJ case design still fully embraces the simplicity and ease of use Apple products are so well known for. On the whole case, you will not find a single unnecessary seam, or seam that is just there for decoration. On the front, at the bottom right-hand corner, is the KAVAJ logo, but that's it. And that's really a good thing, because another great thing about the case is the gorgeous leather it is made out of, and the logo does not detract from its gorgeous appearance in any way. All cases and products from KAVAJ are made from genuine high-grade leather, and all are sewn by hand, including the London case. Thus, the cases not only get a thoroughly refined quality look, but also they smell great. Since each product is made from genuine leather, each case then has a slightly different look. However, another effect of the leather is a certain wayward factor. If the case is new, it may so happen, for example, that the power button may not function properly, but this is not a problem, because as soon as you remove your iPad from the case and insert your finger to where the power button would go, give it a soft little press, and everything works fine. Another example would be that the top flap may not close properly. But this is also not a problem, because if you push the iPad snugly all the way into the case, everything is as it should be. In regards to the quality of production, there's absolutely nothing to complain about in any way. All the seams are executed extremely clean, well sealed, with no threads or stitches sticking out or falling apart. I had mentioned earlier that you cannot find on the case a single seam which is merely there for decoration. But then, what is the seam on the front? And what is that flap on the back? Well, surprise, the London iPad Air case is not only a case, but it is also a stand. Take the front cover, bend it at the middle fold, and insert it into the flap at the back. You can actually position it in two different ways, standing up, or you can push it down for a subtler, more gradual incline. At this point, however, the somewhat idiosyncratic nature of the leather is shown, because sometimes it may be that your iPad falls immediately when you stand it up. Again, do not worry. There's a simple solution. Just run your finger along the bottom edge of the leather, and just like that, the case is now a stable stand. Drawing would be the right word, because the included stylus, which slips into place on the side of the case, has a rubberized tip that can be detected by the touchscreen sensors. This means that with the London case, you can always have a matching stylus, which can be used to draw and to write on the iPad to your heart's delight. And while playing games like Plants vs. Zombies or Bejeweled, the stylus is definitely a handy tool. But it gets even better. The stylus even contains a real pen, with which you can then write on the super handy notepad, which can be stored in the top flap of the case. And this is just hugely practical. But apart from design, production quality, built-in stand, stylus, and etc., the main reason someone buys a case is for protection. Bearing this in mind, you will not be disappointed. The entire inside of the case is equipped with a flannel interior, and since the flannel is such a soft material, scratches can be completely and easily avoided. Even in being hit or falling, your device is still protected, because in the closed state, the case securely holds your iPad and protects it from all sides. While this does not mean at all that you can throw your iPad around heavily or without care, but minor impacts should be no problem. I've also noticed that the top cover flap of the case is also containing extra padding, which of course contributes to the overall protection of the screen. So, for who would this case be a good decision? Well, for people who want more out of their case than a little protection. Space for notes, space for cards, the stylus, and more. And despite these many add-ons, it still remains sleek and simple, not to mention gorgeous and practical. You may ask yourself, where can I buy the London iPad Air case from? On their website, www.kavaj.com. You can also find more info, tips, and tricks there in the KAVAJ blog of the KAVAJ Frequently Asked Questions section. That's it for now, but if you like the style of this video and would like to view more, please feel free to check out my YouTube channel, felixba94. I would like to thank you again very much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Ciao.